Team 3 weather with Tom Kiffin.
And temperatures are actually on the mild side. We got just a little bit of a brief warm up right now before colder air that's hanging back to the west starts to move back in. As we look at current temperatures, you can see across upper Michigan we're in the 30s, and in fact the central and eastern UP we do have temperatures that are in the mid to upper 30s, including 35 degrees for Sawyer, we have 38 degrees for Manistee, and we also have 34 degrees for Newberry. Local 3 radar network is dry, but as we loop the radar over the past 3 hours, you can see the rain and the snow and the freezing rain, the heavier precipitation, let's call it, out of here into northern Ontario. And now we're just left with some light precipitation, maybe some drizzle, maybe some freezing drizzle for the rest of the night, but it's really not going to add up to much. We remain with a winter weather advisory for the eastern UP, Luce County, Chippewa County, and also Mackinac County. And we also have a lakeshore flood advisory that remains in effect for just another couple of hours, 1 a.m. Eastern for southern Schoolcraft County. But already the National Weather Service in Gaylord, that's who services Mackinac, Chippewa County, has already issued a winter storm watch for Saturday afternoon through Saturday night and for early Sunday. All right, here's what's ahead. Tomorrow it's a colder day, but not much in the way of precipitation. We could see some light precipitation in portions of the Keweenaw Peninsula and the eastern UP closer to Lake Superior in the form of maybe some light snow or some freezing rain. Definitely going to be cold that weekend. That I can tell you. We will see some snowflakes flying around, but we are just, it's still unknown, folks, if we're still going to see some heavier snow. Where the heavier snow is going to set on up. Is it going to be upper Michigan? Is it going to be eastern upper Michigan, northern lower, or is it just going to be below the bridge? It is just too tough to tell as of right now. So here's the setup. Here's the precipitation that we had to deal with today. That's moving on out of here. And then tomorrow, generally a quieter weather day. Now, as we go into tomorrow night, some snow or a batch of snow may skirt upper Michigan across maybe areas closer to Lake Michigan and into the eastern UP. But the main story as we go into this weekend, one, look at all this moisture moving across lower Michigan, and two, you can see all this clearing back across northern Ontario. All this clearing is a high pressure system across northern Ontario, and depending on how strong this high is and how south it drifts is going to determine on if we keep this storm system to the south or if it keeps moving on to the north and affects us with some heavier snow Saturday night on into Sunday. As of right now, it looks like the eastern UP, northern lower Michigan will be in the heavier snow, but as you head into the central and western UP, that's where question marks do start to come on up. But it's all going to be where the placement of this high pressure system is determining on if the snow gets into upper Michigan or it keeps it further to the south across lower Michigan. But I also want to point out, look at all this pink here. Some parts across lower Michigan could be looking at a significant winter storm or ice storm as we go into the weekend. Here you can find weather anytime on our WJMN Local 3 app, also online at upmatters.com, Facebook as well. Temperatures, like I said, they're mild, but we're going to watch the colder air come in by tomorrow morning. For most of the night, temperatures will be in the 30s, and then we'll see temperatures drop back into the 20s by tomorrow morning, and then 20s is where we stay. 20s and 30s, that is, as we go into tomorrow afternoon. For the weekend, though, the best spots that could get into the heavier snow, and it's a possibility, it's not a foregone conclusion, but it's a possibility we could see some snow that could be on the heavier side, will be the central and eastern UP, and the time for this would be Saturday night going on into Sunday. As you head into the western UP, yes, we will see some snow, but the chances of the heavier snow will be less as you go into the west and into the Keweenaw Peninsula, but nobody escapes the cold. You can always get your latest weather forecast on our website at upmatters.com.